So what is bank reconciliation statement? So in simple words, let me explain you that BRS statement एक समरी होता है ऑफ द बैंकिंग एंड बिजनेस अकाउंट का, जो रिकनसाइल करता है, मतलब मिलाता है एक दूसरे से कंपनी बैंक अकाउंट को अपने फिनेंशियल रिकॉर्ड के साथ। अब ये स्टेटमेंट में होता क्या है, सारे रिकॉर्ड होते हैं ऑफ ऑल द डिपॉजिट, विड्रॉवल, आपने कितने डिपॉजिट किए हैं, कितना निकाला है, एंड अदर फिनेंशियल एक्टिविटीज विद अ बैंक over a certain period of time. Okay, now let's see that how you can answer to your interviewer. Bank reconciliation statement is a statement which reconciliation the bank balance as per cash book with the balance as per passbook. So when BRS is required, number 1, check issued but not collected for payment. Number 2, check deposited into bank but not cleared or credited. Number 3, interest charged or allowed by the bank but not shown in your books. So how many types of BRS? There are 2 types. One is manual, the other one is automatic EBS, that is electronic bank reconciliation statement. We have just learned about the BRS, means bank reconciliation statement. Now the question may ask that what is accounts reconciliation? नॉर्मल लैंग्वेज में मैं आपको ये बता सकती हूँ कि इसको मिलाना कहते हैं। जैसे ABC 3 कंपनी है, ए ने बी को 1 रुपीज़ का सेल किया, तो वो 1 रुपीज़ ए में भी होना चाहिए, बी में भी होना चाहिए। अब बी ने उसको परचेस करके सी को सेल कर दिया 2 रुपीज़ में, तो वो 2 रुपीज़ सी में भी होना चाहिए, बी में भी होना चाहिए। तो ये जो मतलब ये आपस में हर एक एंट्री आपस में होना चाहिए, उसको अकाउंट रिकन्सिलेशन कहते हैं। नाउ लेट्स सी दैट हाउ यू कैन आंसर टू योर इंटरव्यूअर। अकाउंट रिकन्सिलेशन बताने से पहले आपको उनको बताना होगा कि बैंक रिकन्सिलेशन क्या होता है, अकाउंट रिसीवेबल रिकन्सिलेशन क्या होता है, एंड अकाउंट्स पेएबल रिकन्सिलेशन क्या होता है, एंड देन आप उनको लास्ट में बताएंगे कि इंटर कंपनी रिकन्सिलेशन क्या होता है, तो ताकि उनको समझ में आ सके दैट यू हैव अ डीप नॉलेज इन इंटर कंपनी रिकन्सिलेशन. So let's see how you can express. So the purpose of bank reconciliation is reconciling the company's cash record, that is general ledger, with the bank record, that is bank statement. Now how we can do it? Like comparing the transaction in the bank statement, that is deposit, withdrawal, fees, etc., with the company cash account in the general ledger. Adjustments are made for outstanding checks, deposit in transit, bank error, and other discrepancies. Okay, done. So now you are going to tell them that what is account receivable reconciliation and what is the purpose. So tell them the purpose that account receivable reconciliation is to ensuring that the accounts receivable, that is amount owed by customer recorded in the general ledger, match the details in the subsidiary ledger or customer statement. How we can do it? By matching the individual customer balances with the account receivable control account in the general ledger, investigating and resolving differences due to unapplied payment credits or billing error. Now tell them that what is the purpose of accounts payable reconciliation and what is the process. So you can express in such a way that verifying that the accounts payable, that is amount owed to vendor, recorded in the general ledger aligned with vendor invoices and statements. And what is the process? By comparing vendor balances in the accounts payable ledger with the general ledger, addressing discrepancies caused by unmatched invoice or prepayment or vendor credit or billing mistakes. Now you can tell them that what is intercompany reconciliation. You can tell them the purpose that balancing transaction and balancing between the different entities or division within the same organization is the purpose. And what is the process? By reviewing transaction between the intercompany accounts to ensure consistency and accuracy, resolving discrepancies caused by intercompany loans, transfer, sales, or expenses. Moving ahead to our next question, that is what is revenue reconciliation. मैं आपको यहाँ आगे बढ़ने से पहले बता दूँ, अगर आप अमेज़न के लिए जॉब इंटरव्यू में जा रहे हो तो ये क्वेश्चन आना ही आना है, और अगर आपको नहीं भी आता है कि आप उसको एक्सप्रेस कैसे करते हो, पर प्लीज़ आपको ये आना चाहिए कि ये करते कैसे हैं, क्योंकि अमेज़न में क्या होता है, एक्सपेंसेस और रेवेन्यू का एक चार्ट बनता है एक्सेल में। तो एक्सेल का भी अगर आपको पूरा चाहिए इंटरव्यू में कौन कौन से फार्मूला, अब देखो बहुत सारे फार्मूला होते हैं, अब बहुत सारे फार्मूला तो नहीं पूछा जाता है ना इंटरव्यू में, तो कुछ इम्पॉर्टेंट फार्मूलाज होते हैं एक्सेल में, जो कि मैंने आपको शनाया अकेडमी चैनल में जाइएगा, वहाँ पे प्लेलिस्ट है एक्सेल बोल के, उसमें जितने भी हैं, कुछ ही है, ज़्यादा नहीं है, तो वो सारे इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चन है, तो उसको बाय हार्ट आप लोग लर्न कर लीजिए फार्मूला को. Now let's see that how you can answer your interviewer. You can say revenue reconciliation is the process of comparing financial record to ensure that they match and identifying any discrepancies. It involves comparing revenue record from different sources such as sale invoices and payment. For example, matching sale data with the bank deposit and reconciling invoices with पेमेंट रिसीव. इसका मतलब है कि आपने कितना सेल किया है, आपके बैंक में कितना आया है, ये सारा आपको रिकनसाइल करना है. रिकनसाइल का मतलब होता है मिलाना, ये सही हिसाब हुआ है या नहीं. ठीक है, बढ़ते हैं आइए. Now let's see what is discrepancies and how you can express to your interviewer. A discrepancy refers to a difference between two expected or related figure, result, or records. These discrepancies can arise due to various reasons, including human error, contractual agreements, balance sheet reconciliation, etc. Now the next question, they may ask you what is depreciation. So you can answer as depreciation is the reduction in the value of tangible asset such as property, plant and equipment. And if they ask you about what is amortization, you can say that amortization is the reduction in the value of intangible asset, example patent and trademark. If they ask you about what is goodwill, you can say goodwill is the intangible asset, it is the value of the reputation of the firm. The next question, they may ask you that what are the accounting standard 116. So you can express them and you can answer them in such a way that as AS 116 is leases, lessors are required to recognize most leases on their balance sheet as lease liability and right of use asset. This means that leases previously classified as operating leases, that is off balance sheet, are now recognized on the balance sheet.